like most photographers, I've bought some singularly useless shit in my time. Gizmos, gadgets, add-ons, enhancements, and widgets, all of which were supposedly designed to help me make better photos. I bought a cheap combination ND/polarizer filter that de-threaded on my super wide-angle lens. I had to hacksaw the poxy thing off. I bought an intelligent camera system that turned out to have the IQ of a simple-minded potato. I bought what amounted to a glorified Ziploc bag and trusted my Canon 550D to the fucking ocean with it. We all have photographic skeletons in our closet, that special cupboard in which we place things that have been barely used but which we are too embarrassed to return. None of this, of course, will stop us photographers from risking our hard-earned on the next big thing. So, needless to say, when I heard there was a photographer's exoskeleton on the market, I flew back from the off-world colonies, surrendering my chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure, and waited eagerly for sea beams to glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate, by which I mean backing a risky-looking Kickstarter. Yes, fuck me, friends. The day has come for us buggered-out, creaky, fat old twats with a photography habit. The cybernetic Blade Runner era for photographers has begun. These replicants aren't about to be retired just yet. No longer will we have to plan trips out into the wilderness based on the grade of the trail and its proximity to 1, the vantage point, and 2, the shithouse. No longer will we have to quietly seethe with jealous irritability as the young, fit and agile score incredible photographs out in the wilderness, while we have to resort to shooting out the car window with a telephoto lens from a convenient lay-by. The latest in photographic accessories has arrived, and it's perfect for the older generation, but also, I guess, anyone that has trouble running for a bus. The developers of this particular product do make reference to clinical trials as well, so I'm guessing the target market for this device isn't just those of us who ate too many pies, but undoubtedly more deserving individuals who lack mobility through no fault of their own. The X1 is being made by a company called Dunsis, and we know they're a trendy, futuristic company making trendy, futuristic things because they decided not to put any fucking vowels in their name. So what, you may be wondering, is an exoskeleton anyway? I'm pleased to report that having just watched a product video with dubbing worse than a 1975 colour climax porno, if you know, you know.
New technology for the outdoor. Come with me. Let me show you new advanced technology.
An exoskeleton is an assistive battery-powered device that helps you walk further and faster and carry more weight. It is, in other words, a great idea for the kind of people that tootle off into the arse end of nowhere with winning smiles and backpacks full of shit that most of which they probably won't ever use, i.e. photographers. Resembling a slightly updated aesthetic of the calipers worn by a young Forrest Gump, the Dunsis X1 is, to quote the marketing blurb, a robotic exoskeleton innovation integrating advanced robotics, ergonomics, and smart AI. The gizmo consists of a belt that goes around your waist, 2 dinky-looking motors that sit on your hip joints, and a couple of leg-shaped bars that strap to your knees. According to the developers, the device has a maximum speed of 27 kilometers an hour, 25 kilometers of range, and can save the human it is strapped to about 50% of their energy output. In order to benefit from the high-density motors, the unit does need to know how you walk, and it does this by using advanced AI algorithms that swiftly and precisely detect and adapt to the user's walking pattern. Far be it from me to cast doubt on the capabilities of AI, As a long-term user of ChatGPT, I'm aware that AI sometimes makes mistakes. What if the advanced AI algorithms mistake my heavy-footed gait for that of a gangly teenager, and it suddenly breaks into a military-style forced jog to the tune of the Benny Hill show? Would the advanced AI algorithms get all judgmental, take one look at me and go on strike and suggest I spend a bit more time in the gym instead of pissing away good money on futuristic flim-flam? The X1 has a claimed 1.2 horsepower, 50 newton meters per kilogram of torque, and a thrust-to-weight ratio of 0.76. Those numbers mean absolutely bugger all to me, but they are, according to the developers, comparable to a Formula One race car's power performance. It's a bold claim, isn't it? Formula One car? And all in a device that looks like it was dreamt up by Elon Musk's hairdresser. I asked my friends Gemini, Claude and GPT about those numbers, and they said that F1 cars have peak torque of 900 or more, so I'm not sure how useful the torque figure is in the context of racing cars. Whether or not the Dunsus X1 turns out to be a viable gadget or not, I do think they really missed a trick with the marketing blurb on their Kickstarter page. All of the individuals shown on that page using the device are athletic-looking people who could be members of a university track team. If they want to market this device to the kind of people who'd really benefit from an AI-powered strap-on leg robot, then they should feature people like me. I've got bugger all cartilage left in my knees and enough arthritis in my knee and hip joints that it sounds like a truck driving over gravel when I walk across the room. I reckon I'm a far more likely target demographic for this gizmo than the type of people that look like they go slacklining in the French Alps at the weekends. I'm more than happy to offer my services to the marketing team should they wish to put a more realistic spin on the advertising, though I do hope that the device's belt component comes in XXL. Tell you what though, the future isn't turning out at all like I imagined. They promise us flying cars, underwater cities and robot servants, and instead we got an electric truck that looks like a brutalist bomb shelter, virtual coin exchange Ponzi schemes run by barely pubescent incels, and plant-based meats that taste like lightly seasoned cardboard. I just wanted my own personal nuclear reactor, not some douche nozzle trying to convince me that I'll be a millionaire if I just pour my life savings into a blockchain-enabled dog grooming app. Joking aside, I guess robot legs are a bit closer to the Jetsons than the humane AI pin. So could this gizmo and models like it signify a new era of photography accessories? Along with our backpack and tripod obsession, could we all get into fiery debates on the DP review forums about the best exoskeleton for day hikes to rainforest waterfalls? Hey guys, I'm packing for a trip to Tasmania. I'm thinking Nikon Z9 with the 40-24 f2.8 and the 24-120 f4 and a Thunder Thighs 3000 with the drinks holder. We can only hope, perhaps at some point in the future, it'll be possible to add a GPS chip to this exoskeleton. We could set a destination point, hit the start button, and then sit back and relax, perhaps sipping a beer as robot legs transport us swiftly to our destination. I'd like to see a version that locks in a seated position so I don't have to go and find a damn log to sit on whenever I'm shooting a time-lapse. Are you convinced? If you fancy taking a punt on another big promising Kickstarter, then you can back this product right now. The super early bird is priced at $399 US, though that option is, unbelievably, nearly sold out, and it looks like the full retail price will be $1,200. If the bloody thing actually works as the developers claim it does, then I reckon most photographers wouldn't even blink at that price. We photographers toy with the idea of spending double that amount on a pack of bloody ND fillers, or any ball head, for God's sakes. $1,200 is nothing, I tell you. If we were told we could get some AI-powered robot legs that would transform our pudgy torsos into gazelle-like stomping machines capable of propelling us at 27 kilometers an hour down scenic trails, we'd surely start waving wads of cash at the vendor. Shut up and take my Dogecoin. I'm a cynical bastard, though. Don't know if you've noticed that yet. And I'd really like to see this thing working in the real world with real humans attached to it before I reach for the old credit card. I'm here for the coming Blade Runner era of photography, but I'm going to be checking the returns policy before I buy in, along with, of course, morphology, longevity, and incept dates.